Hi everybody, I'm back. It's me, Legato Lax, and I'm doing another retro review. I'm actually gonna be doing two kinds of review. One, I am going to be doing one of the classics. What started it all before Android gaming came out. It was actually a system that was kind of very awkward, and it was I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I actually came with this guy. This is the N-Gage. Yeah, it's actually on right now. So looks like a still picture, but look at this. Yeah. Now I'm gonna show you how this game works. If I can do it with one hand. You see how I have to press this button? I would regularly press this button, but it looks like it's vice versa because that's how it's made. It has a radio, music player, composer, recorder, like a regular typical Nokia phone, with of course a regular colored screen. And when you're playing the games, this is how the game looks like. I only have one game. It was Rayman 3, and it runs a little slower than a Game Boy Advance, and the graphics is degraded to Java coding more than what it'll be. And your two buttons is number 7 and 5. That's what sticks out more than, or it sticks out a little bit for you to finger like from there. And here's your number pads. You have your cancel call, you have your make call, radio, and MP3. To use the radio, you do have to have your headset on. Here's a drawback. The headset is not like a regular headset. This headset is basically microphone, so you can't just plug a regular mini jack. No, you have to use a specific mini jack. Basically the Nokia headsets. So the problem is, if I was dimmed, I mean, when I'm still playing the game and I just leave it like this, the screen automatically dims in 3 seconds, and there's no way to change the settings so far that I find out from this unit. I came across this unit in a flea market. Alright, in a flea market for only, I kid you not, $2, and it was not working because the power button was missing and it was broken. It didn't have a charger. So lucky I had a Nokia charger. I bought a new battery, not really new, it was used. I bought it for $1. So basically investment on this only was $5. And it is nice. Here's a drawback. Here's the microphone is down here, and over here's the speakers. So if I'm gonna be talking to people, I can hold it looking like this, but I mean, people always make fun of people saying, looks like Mr. Taco. But if I put it like, wait, that's me kicking ass right there. Oh shit, I can kick high, can I? Oh well. I just like it, this poster right there saying it's retro. I just use it as a real novelty item. But before Android gaming, there was actually Nokia. Then they stopped making the cartridges. They ended up making it direct download from their app store, and this is before Android and iOS, and they were using Java code, so it's proprietary to any Java phones. Now Android uses you know, their own APK files, but these is SIS files. Now the SD card on these, they're not really SD. Look, in order for you, okay, to play burnt games, not burnt games, but copy games, I use a SanDisk to emulate an MMC card because it's not a regular SD card. It looks like one, but it's not. In order for you to change the game, you have to take this thing apart. Forget the cigarettes. You see, there's the MMC cartridge. Now, I put a SIM card in there, a non-functioning mini SIM. It actually is supposed to fit one of these. It's currently made for Singular and T-Mobile, I think. But I think because I had to put a Singular because I tried a T-Mobile one, it won't work. But you have to have a SIM card in order for it to boot. In order for you to turn the unit on, to change the game, you have to take the battery out, slide it in there, and that's the first design until they revise the new design. The screen management to it from this earlier first generation model is that the screen is quite taller. So my opinion to this, I don't like it because it's basically a cell phone, much more lighter, spread it out into like a game console, but it's just a cell phone. It's almost like a regular Nokia phone because look, you can see the interface says message and then the menu buttons right here, and you would press these buttons, but no, you end up pressing it down there, so your left thumb is always going like click 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 click. See? So if I go over here to my media, I have to click here, open, then here, music, open. The drawback about it is that it doesn't have a memory card like other phones would do, or it doesn't even have that much memory. So I have to buy one of these micro SD just to make it work, because if you put a regular SD card, because it looks like an SD card but it's not, it's the size of an SD card but it's much more thinner, más delgado. So, and I'm using this phone. I love a Galaxy appeal. I love quirky keyboards, and this is my review so far to it. I don't really, I mean, I use it as a novelty, and the problem about this is that it was what do you call it? It was marketed in GameStop, Electronic Boutique, but not at the singular store. So they were marketing it as a gaming console. But yet, the side part about it is that you have to be contract or no, that time it was contract. You have to be contract to get this game thing to work. So, and some of the games are very choppy. I mean, literally, I cannot bear it. I mean, even the newer model phones during that time Nokia produced was much more better than this piece of hardware, you know. And I don't want to say junk, because the worksman, they done so much to this. I mean, look, you can see the resolution on it. It's just a pixelated Java, and the sound is volume is very terrible. And like I said, I have to say hello like this, and the reception on this is giving me always minimal bars. So yeah, if you see that bar right there, that's his battery, and it has a like an identical Android clock on the top left. So this is my review of the Nokia N-Gage first generation, and I don't really like it. So I had burnt so many games in here, and then I'm just worried about turning off the unit. But during that time, I never had a Nokia N-Gage. I was using my Nokia 7280. If you research this phone, yes, I actually have a real one. I don't know, if you look at my review, I do have a Virtue phone too as well, a Virtue phone. Now, I was just a highly collective guy, buying expensive things, feeling like a very baller, but I don't know. Now, here's my other review. I actually have this cell phone. I use this as more of a Pandora to me, because look, I have this LG-VS740. It's a LG VS740. This is my favorite Android phone. It's a cell phone, but I treat this unit like it was, because this is what I use now, because this is a Verizon phone. I don't think I mean, I came across it in the flea market again, I'm sorry, for only $5, and it was worth the $5. This is one of the best, what do you call it, phones I would use for emulation and as a mini computer, because it doesn't do 3D gaming, but I compared this unit to this guy. This is the Open Pandora that uses Linux, and you're able to play these games. But I use this. It's this almost identical size. It's just a cell phone, but look at this. It has its own directional keys, and of course your own gamepad. And I'm able to play all my emulators in here. And forgive me, making it look like emulated Windows. Let's see. I'm gonna show some games in full action. Let's play Super Nintendo. And the only drawback is the operating system is actually Android 2.2. It was identical to the first generation Galaxy Tab, and the processor is not even a gigabyte. It's probably only 500, but it's still good. Look, I mean, it's not buttery when I'm scrolling down, but it's still good in hand when I'm playing my games. Let me say an example of Super Mario Brothers. I mean, you gotta love that game. Okay, Street Fighter. How about that one? Look, the oh man, I didn't even copy the games in there. But as you can see, let me try another one. I even have the Sega Genesis emulator here. It's the Genoids. I got this emulator from an APK file from the JXD products, so I'm able to play all my games. See this high list of games. Let me see, Shaq Fu. But look at that. It has a lot of games in there already, and I'm gonna go play some Sonic. And to put that ring in my ear, it sounds beautiful, like a real Sega Genesis. You can see me in the reflection. I already mapped the buttons to where it needs to be. It runs very fluent. You can see it. And the other part about these emulators is that it depends on the emulator you have that runs fast. So I even have Nintendo. Let me see.